Hey guys, so there's a lot of homebrew out there on DNDBeyond. Some of it great, some of it not so great. We thought we would take a look at the worst reviewed homebrew feats on DNDBeyond and some of the best reviewed. And also try to sneak one of our own in there on today's episode of Hillbilly Hobgoblins. So it looks like the first one, guys, on the list of the worst rated feats on D&D Beyond with negative 215 points, which is honestly impressive, is 1,000 Miles by Mr. Ted Ursey. Got it opened up here.
Should we really be giving them credit for these?
Well, his name's on it,
You may take this fee if you are not greater than level 4 and have a constitution of 9 or less. Also, you must
So you lose the feat after you level past level 4, or do you have to take it before level 4? How's that?
I don't know. You're not greater than level 4. So is it for variant humans only?
Okay, so this is already you can get a feat at level 4. But this is already starting off rough with some ambiguous wording in the very first sentence.
Okay, not greater. Okay, so you can get it. This has to be the first feat you take, is what it's saying, I guess. Yeah. Also, you must not have traveled through you must have traveled through the wilderness on foot for 45 of the last 60 days, or have traveled on foot from one point to another 1,000 miles apart without your breaks in travel being more than 15 days. What the fuck is this? What kind of prick?
And what kind of reward do you get, Jeff, for such a trial?
You get to add 2 to your constitution.
And then change all your stats to reflect your new constitution.
That's what you would do anyway if you raised your constitution.
So here's the problem, right? So you add 2 to your constitution, but in order to get this, you basically have to purposefully make your constitution 9.
You have to,
because it's how do you get a 9?
Yeah.
You have to Vanessa Carlton this shit to.
So you can save yourself a feat if you just get a constitution of 11 at the start of the game. Boom, solved. Problem solved. Yeah, this is not fantastic by any way. I can't believe this is the worst rate. I mean, it is bad. Don't get me wrong.
But is it as bad as Adrenaline Surge?
Wait a minute. Also, when you already take feats, you can raise your constitution by 2 already.
Yeah, because your ability score improves.
So you're gaining nothing.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking useless.
It's actually... Yeah.
So what you're saying is, I would need to just not take ability score improvement and take this feat called 1,000 Miles.
You have to purposefully make yourself weak, and then you get an ability score improvement for doing a tremendous task here by level 4.
Maybe.
So literally you get nothing from this. Not a thing.
Maybe this guy thought it was like an achievement. Like, if you happen to do this before you're level 4, you can take. I don't know. I wish I knew what his thought process was.
I think you're on to something there. I think he's a misunderstanding of how feats work here.
How long would you have to for 45 of the last 60 days? I feel like unless you're speeding up through time to get to level 4 by 45 days, that's a pretty long time.
That's exactly what it would be. It would just be a fucking
walking. You're just walking everywhere.
Also, what's the requirement? Is that an in-game thing, or you just say, "Yeah, I did"?
It doesn't have any prerequisite.
And what are they labeling wilderness?
It's just not a road.
This is wild.
What are the comments? Oh, you can view comments on this. Oh shit.
Oh
yeah. See the first guy
page
saying what we're saying.
Your health is calculated with your Yep. Why? Also why? Consequently, more why? Did I forget to say why? Yep.
22 Arcanes wins the best comment on this.
Making my way down.
Down.
Making my way downtown, walking fast,
See,
passing them home.
They just want you to Vanessa Carlton this shit.
So, if you're out there and you want to put this in your game,
Don't.
there it is.
Don't
Go for
don't
it.
do it though. Just take the ability score improvement.
No,
Off that one.
the best comment is the very last one. That says a little OP.
A little OP.
That's the little OP.
Yeah. Little OP.
Okay.
Hoobie's tank.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Lord. I hope that. I have a feeling that's probably not going to be the worst one we see, though.
I hope not. Oh, that's so funny though.
It's been viewed 8,000 times.
People are sharing this with their friends.
That's exactly what it is.
So let's check out the next one, Adrenaline Surge. I got it pulled up here. Oh, man, this is a long one.
I read the last one.
God,
You
why
got
do they have
this
to
one?
be so long?
What's really funny is with these homebrew things is like people will like try to flavor the text to make it seem like a 5th edition book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Okay.
They need to realize they are not 5th edition writers.
Okay, so Adrenaline
I'm not going
Surge.
to read all this flavor.
No, you have to.
Let's see what it does.
You have
Read the
owned-
first sentence
You
at least,
have,
please.
You've honed the art, if battle, as if a dance. The angrier you become, the more ferocious you are. A raging barbarian is child's play.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
While
Incredible
raging,
Hulk here on our hands.
while raging and have lost 1/4 of your max health points, you enter Adrenaline Surge. Your movement speed is plus 30, and you have another extra attack.
Oh my god. While raging, you've lost 1/2 your health points. Your Adrenaline Surge Stage 2 retain the benefits of Stage 1.
Oh shit! There's more
Your
stages.
blows deal 2d10 more damage, and your skin AC is plus 2.
Your
Wow.
skin
There's a third
hard and
stage.
like stone.
There's a third stage, was.
Okay.
Your attacks come in waves. Your bonus action can be used as an attack action,
Oh shit!
and you gain resistance to all non-magical damage. While raging, you've dropped to 0. There's a Stage 4. Instead of going down, you regen health, 2d12 every turn. And you have advantage on all checks and saving throws. Okay, listen. This is ridiculous. This is insane.
I'm just so surprised nobody commented on this one.
Can you turn comments off? Is that a thing?
No, nobody. Oh, maybe. I don't see a comment box.
Yeah,
like
there's
I
not
couldn't
a-
comment on it.
No, there's not an option to comment. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's turned
god!
comments off for good reason. I mean, this is unmanageable in a game.
Your movement speed is plus 30. Oh,
So you're just running around killing everybody
your AC
after you
is
take a
plus
few
2.
attacks.
What in the fucking Dragon Ball Z
So
bullshit?
I'll tell you
is
where this came from. I'd put money on this.
Dragon Ball
This
Z.
came from a guy who's playing a barbarian who's trying to think about how to make his character OP. And he made this feat and then asked his DM, like, hey, you think I could use this homebrew feat that I found / made? Because this is really, this is my character's essence here.
Oh my god!
Hopefully his DM said no, because if not, that game's over now.
Yeah, it
I mean,
just ended instantly. Fucking, this is why I don't allow homebrew spells or feats, anything like that in my games, just because this bullshit.
Well, this is what
What
I'm
do you
thinking as we
think?
go along. I swear I think these get worse.
Oh,
I don't know how they didn't get rated higher.
Maybe they're new, or I don't know how to look at that.
Oh, that would
Matt,
make sense.
what do you think is the worst part of that to you? As more, for those who don't know, me and Jeff are more DM. Matt is more of a current player. We're trying to get him DMing more. But as a player, what do you think is the worst part of that?
I really don't understand why. Well, besides the way it's written, that's the first thing. That's the worst thing with this
you have
feat. But it's
owned
like,
the art, if battle as if
Yeah.
a dance.
Yeah. It's not using English.
The grammar
for sure.
is the worst part about this entire thing.
I would almost be like, okay, so if this is, there's no prerequisite to this. I guess it's only for barbarians, right?
Well, there is a prerequisite. If you see it says requires.
That's what I was saying. Like, what is that? Like, it's requires. But the dumbest thing I've ever seen, as far as feats go, instead of going down, you begin regenerating health 2d12 every turn. And you have advantage on all checks and all saving throws.
Yeah, to me,
You can't be killed.
that's it too. Yeah, you can't die.
Does that mean
You cannot die.
Does that mean you regain health while you're down?
Yes.
Do you get back up? I don't understand.
Yep. You get back up. The only way to kill this man is to insta-kill him with an attack so powerful
Man.
that
That's
it doubles his hit points.
that's when you got to pull out a power word kill, I guess.
Yeah, it's the only way to take this man down.
Or
Dude, can you imagine the player that came up with this? If you kill him with power word kill, how mad he gets
he would
immediately.
flip the table, 100%.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's
It's a
so
rough feat.
fucking good.
it's a rough feat.
I'm thoroughly enjoying reading these.
I am too.
And so
I'm having a
basically,
blast.
your goal, if you're playing this, is to get to 0 hit points as fast
Yeah.
as you can, because you get all the benefits and you can't die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! Have you like went ahead and looked at Can't Touch this the next
No,
feat?
it is the next one. We'll
Oh
check it
my
out
god!
right now.
There is a lot. There's a lot to unpack on this one.
You've been pushed to the brink more times than you can count. As a response, your body has learned to automatically react offensively and defensively to a threat. So straight off the rip, you get plus 10 initiative, plus 30 to speed. Okay. You have advantage on dex and strength saving throws. Okay. Your AC includes your class modifier and your dex modifier.
If you're wearing glide or no armor, you gain the monk class features Fury of Blows. That's just a thing you can get.
Yeah, flurry of blows.
You can use it as a free action against an opponent who makes an attack against you. You're immune.
Yeah. You're immune to basically all status effects.
Oh no! Whenever you make a
Whenever
go ahead.
Whenever a melee attack against you misses, you can move 10 feet away without provoking opportunity. Initial rolls, you can-
That movement does not
Oh
count
my
against your
God.
total movement per turn. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh! After the initiative roll and read that on your first attack.
On your first attack of the combat, you may triple the damage dice of your weapon. This does not apply to sneak attack. I'm glad they included it doesn't apply to sneak attack, because that would just be too fucking strong.
Yeah,
This is perfectly
also,
balanced
on
without
any initiative rolls, you can choose to strike any one enemy within 5 feet of you once for each weapon you draw before the fight begins. So you just get a surprise round, basically.
Yeah, whenever you score a critical hit, you may also double your ability modifier when calculating damage. Your con bonus
And
to
is there-
health is doubled at each time you.
The cherry on, I would also like to point out that this is the third version.
Oh, how do you see what kind of version it is?
Previous versions are below.
Oh my! Oh, your view details. Oh my god!
I mean, this is the most powerful feat maybe in existence.
Immunity to unconsciousness.
So let's see what you get free for this. You get
You can't go unconscious.
I didn't see it.
One of the comments. What
Oh,
does
yeah, yeah.
immunity to unconsciousness even do? When you reach 0 hit points, you become unconscious, except you are immune, so you can keep fighting when you're literally dying. Also,
You can't sleep ever.
nope.
Okay, so
You keep fighting while you're literally dying.
Oh my god.
there's so much to unpack here. First of all, you get a monk trait.
A monk like
Next,
feature.
you get a rogue feature.
Oh,
And then basically you get 2 rogue features.
you get
Then you get more con, initiative, speed. You get high AC. This is literally makes you God mode immediately.
Oh
Just
my
take
god.
this level 1 variant human and worry about nothing.
This one comment says, "Holy shit! With this con dubbing, every level your max HP at 20th level would be 10,485,955."
Where's that at?
Second to last one.
Oh, this is fucking awful.
So
It would have been
You-
quicker just to write "quote unquote" I can do whatever I want.
it's true. So you actually get flurry of blows before monks get them if you take this level 1 variant human. So that's nice.
Plus 10 to initiative and plus 30 movement speed.
Next time we play in a game, I'm taking this feat. So this is the most broken one so far. Like,
you know, it would be really
if we're giving an
fun.
award at the end of this for most broken, this is my current winner.
We should like
100%.
we should make characters one day and just use like the most overpowered, like lowest rated feats we can find, and try to find a DM that would just let us use them.
We could go to the iPlay or whatever.
Start playing.
Somebody lets them use homebrew.
Do a couple more here.
Oh.
Let's see.
Full power.
Full power 100%. When you use 100% full power, your physical dex and strength max 30 for 1 hour. Once you use this feat, you cannot do so again until 1d4 days.
You know, I don't hate that one.
I don't either. It could be worse.
I do.
I mean, yeah, I fucking like it's
I mean,
bad.
the last four. The last four are invincible. I mean, this at least he puts a timer on this one.
See, that's one problem. And somebody who's identified in the comments, feats aren't like on use things. They're just like
100%.
traits that last forever.
Mm-hmm.
But
30, I mean, if you put a prerequisite on this, it wouldn't be bad. And
yeah, if you had to have like 20 in dexter
but
strength to
imagine
do
level
it,
1. Yeah, imagine level 1 having 30 strength as like a fighter.
yeah, that would be ungodly.
Any fight is immediately over.
Mm-hmm, sure. And I don't know if they did it for instead of an hour, maybe a minute. And like, I feel like not 1,000 miles excluded. Adrenaline Surge can't touch this and now full power. They're just trying to make anime characters.
They are. This is a Dragon Ball Z thing.
They're 100% just trying to like make fucking Demon Slayer or Dragon Ball. Just
Hey, but you know what? Bonus points for this one not being that long, at least.
yeah. I mean, maybe he might win the award for best worst feat.
He was like, here it is, and this is what it does. See,
Okay. What about the next one? Adept training.
adept training. Spent decades honing and training your mind and body. You have finally become the ultimate weapon. Hell yeah, you have.
What is the deal with honing?
I don't know, man. These dudes love it. Unlike traditional warriors who may use a wide assortment variety of weaponry, the simplicity of unarmed and close quarters combat is one that appeals to your nature. Due to the extensive physical and mental training you had to endure as a student, you are comfortable in your capabilities. There is also always room for improvements. What have you truly mastered, your mind or your body?
Increase
You can
Eve.
increase dex or wisdom by 2. So what? This doesn't do anything. It's just a fancy way to take an ability score improvement.
All of that flavor takes for either increase your dexterity or wisdom score by 2.
Also, what does any of that flavor have to do with wisdom?
You're
This is
honing
the
your
best
skills,
feat I've
dude.
ever seen.
Okay, I think we can move.
We don't even need
No,
comments
no,
on that.
okay.
No.
Now the next one is confusing because there's already a tavern brawler.
brawler?
Yeah, there's already a tavern
Yes.
brawler feat that lets you grapple as a bonus action if you make an unarmed strike
Yes.
first. If
So this is trying to replace that.
yeah, so if you love to spend your time at taverns, you have gained a few abilities from your times there. The abilities are as followed. All damage done with improvised weapon is 4d6 instead of 1d4, or 4d4 instead of 1d4. After spending 1 day in a town or city, you know the whereabouts of just about every tavern, even if they're secret. You have advantage with charisma, persuasion checks in a tavern as long as the person you're persuading is drinking.
Someone Someone said, "Damn, hitting with a bottle suddenly deals more damage than hitting with a greatsword."
Yeah, it does.
4d4.
44 is a ton of damage.
What's the average 4d4 damage? Oh no.
8.
Oh, that's
Average greatsword damage is 6.
oh yeah, because greatsword is only what
2d6.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like I don't even really know what to say about this.
All damage done with improvised weapons. See, I like the official Tavern Brawler feat a lot. But I might just take this one. I might just do this one instead. See if I can pull the wool over some poor DM's eyes.
That's rough. So the next one, Absolve Sin. I know that a little bit before the...
I want to throw something out here before we start this one.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you got?
The creator of this one went into the comments and has started arguing with people defending this one. So I just wanted to preface that.
Okay.
A joiner. Oh, the next one, Absolve Sin?
Oh, sorry. I skipped one.
Wait. Advanced programming?
No, it was Absolve Sin.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it. I want to read those comments. Okay.
You may absolve the wicked of their sins at will. This spell only affects neutral or evil aligned humans. A willing sinner need only confess their sins. Their alignment is changed to good for 24 hours, and the stain on their mortal soul is wiped clean in the eyes of the gods. Absolving sins from someone causes the absolver to take necrotic damage equal to 1d6 plus absolved character's level. The sin is stored in your body as black ichor. You may vomit that necrotic ichor at any time in a 30-foot cone. Any creature within the cone must make a DC 12 wisdom save or take all the necrotic damage that you have stored. Victim of the attacker hears the confessed sins of the absolved whispered into their mind as necrotic energy rots their flesh. Every day you go without purging your body of sin, you take an additional 1d6 necrotic damage, which is added to the damage you do upon vomiting.
No, it's not added.
Which is not added. If your health points are reduced to 0 before you can purge the necrotic energy, your character dies and your body turns into ash. You do not make death saves. You do not pass go or collect $200. You go straight to hell.
You go straight to hell.
I mean...
Not an outer plane, endless torment, in the Judeo-Christian hell.
So mechanically... the absolving the sins part is a little useless. But mechanically, I don't have a problem with this.
If you die in this state, you cannot be revived with anything less than a wish spell or planes walking into the land of fire and brimstone to rescue your friend from the clawed hands of Lucifer himself.
Oh my god. This is like what
this
happens.
Is definitely written at church camp.
So... As the very first comment says, the biggest problem with this for me is alignment in 5e is basically useless as far as the game mechanics go.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta be honest, I don't really have a problem with the rest of it, besides the terrible writing. I think it's a cool idea that you can suck up people's necrotic damage and then vomit it back out onto someone. That's pretty neat.
I was reading through some of these comments. This guy defended it pretty well.
Is this the guy that... Who's the guy that wrote
he's
it?
defending it.
I want to...
Zenodor. He says it's almost entirely for role-playing purposes. Well, see, the problem with that, buddy, is you got it doing a bunch of damage to somebody eventually.
It's also a spell. It's not a feat. That's...
Yeah.
That's one thing.
I agree. It would be better as a spell.
Oh.
Maybe like a high-level, like curse removal spell or something like that. That would be awesome. Like you can remove curse and then vomit it back out. Dude, that's a good idea.
Okay, guys. My new D&D setting is it during the Renaissance era. Okay, you following me? And you're all going to be priests. Oh my god, that's just. This is what happens whenever.
He's been great so far.
Whenever you're. This is what happens.
There's some real winners of mine.
When you're fucking. When your church camp tries to introduce D&D. Oh, advanced. Oh, you want to go to the next one? I can still laugh.
The next one, yeah, just read it.
This is similar to one I did for Raphael, except I was a little different. Your advanced mind is able to learn things at an extremely fast rate. When you take this feat, you can take 2 feats the next time you gain a feat. So it
Net
doesn't do
0
anything for
What?
you.
Net 0.
Why don't you just take 2 feats?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I did a similar one to Raphael, and it was for Warforged as well. But I let him take 3 feats the next time he gained a feat because, net 0 and all. But yeah, this is useless. Just take your first feat. You're just delaying your power spot.
One of the comments. Hang on, where was it? Oh, buy 1 for the price of 2, get a second free.
This feat is literally less than worthless.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
All they had to do was just make it 3 feats instead of 2 and it would have been fine. Well, nah, maybe overpowered, but it would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's a little overpowered. I'll let Raphael use it, knowing it was going to be overpowered, but I mean, maybe it's not overpowered because basically you don't get anything until level 8.
It also depends on, like, in situations like that, it highly depends on, like, the hands of the player that's using it. So, if somebody that just doesn't know what they're doing takes something like that, then it's fine. If somebody that's really good at min-maxing characters, they'll destroy your game. It's a razor's edge in my opinion.
Okay, so I skipped around a little bit, and I found a feat called God.
Oh shit! I see it. Okay.
With a little
You
G.
are a god. You can cast Wish at will and cannot suffer a mishap. Wish does not cost anything for you.
Yeah, I'm taking that level 1 variant human.
Yep.
First comment. I have to assume the person who made this was trying to mess with the DM or something.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Look at the one right below it. Look at aimbot.
I did. I read this. All your ranged weapons spell attacks automatically hit.
They just hit. That was just a thing. Roll damage every time.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, just roll your damage. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
I think.
So
Oh.
there's some turds in here.
Of
without a
those,
doubt.
And this is just the
guys'
first
favorites?
My favorite is still, God's obviously the most broken.
page.
But I think my favorite is still Adrenaline Surge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's on God, they were trying to make something insane. Adrenaline Surge, they thought they were doing a good job.
That's my
And they
favorite.
just did not.
When they are very clearly trying to, like, make it seem badass, like the way they're flavoring it with their text and everything. they they're just topping this and they're just stoked about it.
They're like, this is so good.
This is so good. My DM's going to love this.
It's going to get so many upvotes.
This might actually get published by Wizards of the Coast, actually.
Yeah, they'll probably contact me by email, I
Oh.
imagine.
There's one that's so bad. So bad. Not
Where's it at?
called abused.
Abused.
Oh, Lord.
I got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we
man.
can read this on YouTube.
No, let's not. But yeah, that's terrible. Persistence lessening damage, though.
Bludgeoning damage. Oh no!
Let's fucking downvote that. How about downvote?
There's a button. Downvote. Yes. Click.
If anybody listens to this, just go read it.
Skip that one.
D&D Beyond.
So we've seen some absolute turds in here, that's for sure. Now I think to cleanse our bodies of this negativity, we should look at some of the best rated ones. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with that. I'm still laughing about it. That's my favorite one. It shouldn't be. It's awful, but
It might be mine too. So the very first top rated one is called vaccinated. And that's interesting to me already.
okay. Let's
Oh
see.
god.
Must be.
Whether because your parents or the requirements set forth in your schooling, you have received several vaccinations over the course of your life. They have bolstered your immune system without any long-term serious side effects, despite the warnings of charlatans and soothsayers. You receive immunity from disease due to the increased antibodies in your system, as well as gaining advantage on all Constitution saving throws. Plus, you are helping to create herd immunity and raising the overall health of the realm.
This is insane that this was written in 2017 and not 2020.
Oh shit! This guy knew the fucking future.
Good catch, dude.
This was like a health teacher running an after-school D&D game for high school students.
Yeah.
This is an IRL feat. So upvoted.
Oh,
Oh man, I can't believe it either.
this guy saw into the
That's
fucking
fucking wild.
future for sure.
Yeah, he did, man.
Oh,
Let's see some of the comments after. Some of the newer comments.
It is full.
I don't see any.
This aged well.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay. It goes from Otis or from Otis to newest.
All right.
Somebody said
I'm a fan of that
cringe. Thanks for the
I
chuckle.
would never take that feat in game, but I get what he's going for. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, this was like I feel like it was a health teacher with his
I see
after school
another one
D&D
down here.
game.
You guys see any you want to specifically check out there on the tops list? Because I see one I'm really interested in already.
I'm looking at Whip Master.
Same, and for a specific reason, because whips suck.
Yeah,
D&D.
whips are really cool flavor wise, but
So if this guy's found a way to make them usable, that would be nice.
you gain a
You've
+1
mastered the ways of the whip.
and the intricacies of such an exotic weapon. You gain the following benefits: you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls you make with a whip. When you hit with a melee attack using a whip, you deal an additional 1d4. When you're wielding a whip, other creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they enter your reach. You have
Nice.
advantage on ability checks and attacks made to disarm or grapple enemies while using a whip as part of the attacker check. That's not bad.
I like it.
That's not
it.
bad.
So it's kind of combining a little bit of polearm master into a different weapon. Also, whip base should be a little more
Yeah.
damage than what it is. In my
Base whip,
opinion.
it should be a 1d6 in my opinion, at least.
I agree.
A d6 would be fine. Is it Polearm Master or Sentinel that lets you opportunity to
Polearm
attack?
Master Sentinel makes them stop their movement
You're right.
when you hit them.
Yeah. I don't see why.
No, I'm cool with this.
Yeah, I don't see why Whip would not have those same effects at being a reach weapon.
I would allow this in my game.
Yeah, same. I don't think that's overpowered at all because it
I
gives
dig.
it gives you a reason to use a whip.
I was gonna say, as a player, I would never take a whip without this.
Yeah, I'm gonna upvote that actually.
Dude, boop.
I dig blind fighting. Honestly, if you
Blind fighting.
created a
Check it
character not knowing the setting you'd be in, that didn't
Go
have
ahead and
dark
tell us about
vision.
it.
Well, see, blind fighting is already a fighting style in Tasha's. I think they updated the fighters' fighting styles. So this,
Okay, so this was recently. Okay, so it was written in 2018.
now I'm actually going to look up blind fighting in the official stuff and compare it. Just because.
So this gives you blind sight up to a range of 20 feet.
Okay, original is range, or the official content range of 10. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness.
So what was the range on that blind sight? 10, you said?
Yeah, in Tasha's, it's 10 feet.
So this just is giving you 10 more extra feet, basically.
There's something else.
And advantage on perception.
When did Tasha's come out?
That's it.
Oh, man.
That's a good idea. Good,
It was
good
definitely
question.
before this.
Blind fighting is a.
No, Tasha's came out in 2020, so maybe they kind of borrowed
Oh,
from
this
this.
guy
little
was a
bit.
genius.
You
Well,
think maybe they borrowed from this man? Let's give him an upvote.
maybe, yeah.
We're
Upvote
fucking
that
making
guy.
it in the book.
Well, there's creatures that have blind sight.
Yeah.
So blind thoughting really makes sense.
You got
in
like
a way.
oozes and stuff like that because they don't have eyes. You know.
Ooh, on that website I found, putting this style together with Alert, Sentinel, and Polar Master makes the 10 feet around you a death trap for any foe, visible or not. That makes sense. But yeah, blind thoughting, I like that
See
one.
if there's any other cool ones.
With blind thoughting personally, I wouldn't allow it in my game since there's already a thoughting style in Tasha's. But
Yeah. I mean, there'd be no reason to take it as a feat when you can get it as a fighting style.
yeah, exactly. Theurbolg Beast Magic. What's this?
I had that one clicked looking at it already. It lets you talk with animals and do all the animal spells without having to spend the spell slot, which I'm a big fan. I'm a big Furbog fan anyway, and I love druids, so this would be right up my alley.
I'm not sure I love the whole feat, but I love the blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
If you take any short or long rest, you can sharpen one non-magical melee weapon that does piercing or slashing damage and give it a bonus to damage rolls.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a +1.
That's like the artificer's infusions.
And then it goes away, so like if you're level 4, you use it 4 times, the bonus goes away. I like it, but that seems also kind of like a nightmare to keep up with.
Oh yeah,
For
for
a new
sure.
player, so I don't recommend it for a new player, but
What about Spear Dancer? There's a lot to it. Okay. You put a lot of time into mastering the spear and turned a fairly simple style into a beautiful dance of death. As a result, you are more accurate and deadly, and are able to hit foes farther away than normal. You gain the following benefits when using a spear. Okay. +1 bonus to attack rolls. The damage from a spear changes from a d6 to a d8. And from a d8 to a d10 if you're holding it two-handed. Bonus action, you may attempt one of the following advanced maneuvers while wielding a spear. Okay. You shift your grip and can increase the range by 5 feet. You thrust repeatedly against your target within melee range, causing 1d6 piercing damage. But also leaves yourself wide open to an attack. You dance the spear around your opponent, tripping their stance and making them focus on your attack first and foremost. While they remain within range and before your next turn starts, the next attacker has advantage against them. And you spin your spear in a weaving flurry about your body, gaining +1 to your AC.
I like that. I mean, you pick one of those as a bonus action, right?
Yeah. I think this is like the attempt of somebody making a spear-centered like fighting style for a fighter, which is cool. I dig it, but
I'm here for it. But
I think that's too strong
combined
to
with
be
some other feats.
Yeah, I think it's
15 feet range.
I think it's too strong to be a feat, though. I feel like this needs to just be they should have put this in a different category.
Yeah, or put some prerequisites on it. That's what
Yeah,
they
like
really
having
did.
like a dexterity of at least 18 or something.
You know, like level 10 or something. You know, get it a little higher. Just taking that level 1's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that would be insane at level
You're
1.
gonna be doing D10 plus 1d6 on an attack at level 1.
That's just
Dirty.
You just gotta think about those damn variant humans, man.
The feat dirty fighting is pretty interesting.
Where's that at?
Second page.
Oh,
Second page.
damn, you way
Oh,
ahead.
we're second page now.
Dirty fighting.
Let's see here.
It's just interesting. The
Oh, so you pick an option,
yeah.
but you can take the feat more than once, basically, to get all the options.
Sock full of coins.
Prone fighting.
So essentially, dirty fighting is that there is no such thing as fighting honorably or well. There's only surviving, and you do anything you must to survive. When you take this feat, pick one of the following options. You may take this feat more than once, picking a different option each time. Fistful of sand, headbutt, prone fighting, twist the knife, or sock full of coins.
You have
I
to
like
take
this.
you have to take pocket sand.
Yeah, pocket sand. Duh. I like this actually a lot. You could make an awesome drunken monk with this.
Yeah.
I am down with this 100%. Drunk monk flinging a sock full of cords.
You never fight with just your hands. When you make an unarmed strike, you're actually hiding an improvised weapon in your hand. When you take this feat, you become proficient in improvised weapons, and they now deal 2d4 plus strength damage.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I like that one quite a bit.
There's some good ones out here, man. There's some creative people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I accidentally clicked on this one. Okay, it's not great.
What is it?
It was angelic protection. I saw one over here that said something about wings, and I want to see if it just gives you wings.
Erd wings.
You manifest leathery wings,
Yeah.
transforming into an Erd. Gain the following benefits. Increase your dex by 1, gain a flying speed of 30. You have to be a kobold, though. So it's like a race-specific feat there.
Dow Heritage is a race-specific feat as well for Earth Genasi. You manifest more than one magical power of your Dow Heritage. You gain the following benefits. Increase your strength or constitution score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You learn Detect Magic and can cast it at will without expending a spell slot. And you gain natural armor. When you aren't wearing any armor, you calculate your AC as 13 plus Dex. You can also use a shield and gain its benefits. That's not bad.
Nice. No, that's cool.
That's
So, I want you to tell me, well, this may be a lack of knowledge on my part, but bibliophile?
Oh, that sounds dirty.
Through your long life of reading and learning, you increase your intelligence score by 1, gain proficiency in history, and learn the language of your choice.
I don't see why that one's really so popular, though.
If you just want to pick up another language and
Yeah, it's a little bit better than a ability score improvement. You still get to add 1 to your intelligence. Basically, it's really good to take. Like if you're at 19 intelligence and you don't need 2, or you're in between. You have like 17.
I could see
You can take 1 and get some extra stuff. You get history, proficiency, and another language.
I could see this being coupled with like Keen Mind.
Yeah. Also, too, if you took your languages at the start without really knowing the setting, that can be pretty clutch. Picking up a different language that may help you guys in your adventuring.
That's true.
I don't think that this one's like totally awesome, but Triton Deep Magic would be cool. Like if you did like a seafaring adventure.
Wind.
You learn Create, Destroy Water. You also Warding Wind and Water Breathing. Each you can cast without expending a spell slot. You gain the ability to cast those 2 spells. In this way, when you finish a long rest, Charisma is your spellcasting modifier for all 3 of these spells. That's weird.
Okay. So you can give somebody else water breathing because you're already prerequisite as a Triton. You already have water breathing, so you can just pass it along a little bit.
Hey,
We could have used that in, what was it, two games ago?
Yeah, Call of the Deep.
Yeah.
Call from the Deep. It was a real ocean-based. All right. I mean, look, we got a pretty good rundown here, right?
I don't think so. I'm looking at more like a
what I was thinking,
like a boss.
thinking about adding a feat, creating a feat, and then you guys help me create a feat. I have one in mind if nobody else has one, and then we'll check back up on it in a later video and see where we have landed.
I mean,
Anybody down? What do you
I'm
guys
100%
think?
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with
Let me
that.
tell you about the feat that I had. It was a shower thought. And I thought of it. So me and Matt had this idea of playing these characters that are rabbit folk, basically.
Harengon.
The Harengons. One of them is a sorcerer or wizard, and the other is a rogue. And basically how we live our lives and make money is the sorcerer will put on a magic show and like draw a crowd to come watch this magic show, like for free in the center of town or in a tavern or something. While people are enamored by the show, the rogue goes around and pickpockets them. And that's our duo. We're siblings.
Yeah.
And so I thought, man, there should be a feat for such a thing. And so I thought of one, and I don't know, it's probably not a good name for it, but I was going to call it All Eyes on Me. And I can't remember the intricacies of how it works, but the general basics of it are you can create a distraction, like putting a performance or something, and you make a performance check.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, any enemy whose AC is lower than the roll of your performance check is distracted and immediately turns to face you. You can do it once a day. And if it's in combat, when they turn to face you, if they turn their back on an ally that is within melee range, they get opportunity attacks on them.
I dig that.
And also, they can't. The enemies cannot take a reaction during this. So, like, if your ally's real bad shape needs to escape. Oh, actually, we got her here.
Yeah, I found it.
If the enemy's you use this as a reaction, and if the enemy's in the middle of a turn, they also forfeit their turn because they become distracted. If facing you causes them to turn their backs on allies, it provokes attacks of opportunity. Allies who either start or maneuver to the rear of the enemies gain advantage on the attack. Enemies may not take reactions. This lasts until the start of your next turn. So,
I feel like that would
Question
be great for a bard or a sorcerer for sure.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
yeah, because it has to be somebody that's using persuasion. Let's read through it here and see what. Let's try to pick it apart a little. This will be version 1.1 AB 324.
A warlock, I could see doing it too, because I don't know. In my mind, warlocks always seem kind of like eccentric, so I could see them doing that.
So here, I'll read it again to you, Matt. Once per day, you can use your reaction to create a scene. Make a persuasion check, and any enemy whose AC is lower or equal to the check is distracted. They immediately turn to face you. If an enemy was in the middle of a turn is forfeit. If facing you causes them to turn their back to allies, it provokes an attack of opportunity. Allies who either start, I'm doing some grammatical changing here. Allies who either start or maneuver, spell maneuver badly wrong, to the rear of the enemies gain advantage on attack. Enemies may not take reactions during this effect. This lasts until the start of your next turn. And I'm going to change that last sentence to enemies will remain distracted in this manner until attacked successfully or until the start of your next turn. How's that sound?
I think that makes sense. I don't think
Big tags.
would it be a buff? What are
What do
the
you mean?
tags? I'm looking. Would it be a control tag?
Control. Yeah, it'd be control for sure.
Social. And
Charisma.
combat is another one.
And where do I put the prerequisites for this? Because I do feel like there should be a prerequisite, maybe.
I don't know. I've never homebrewed anything in D&D Beyond.
Prerequisite. I think you should at least have to have a charisma score of 16 to be able to pull this off.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that that makes it to where not anybody can just pick it up. So you would have to be somebody that specializes in charisma charisma checks like a sorcerer or warlock.
We'll see how this goes. I mean,
Why don't you make it? You use it by making a what's the check?
I meant performance.
Yeah,
check,
yeah,
not
performance.
persuasion. Performance is what I meant to start with.
Yeah, that's what I was going
Once
to
you
say.
started saying that, I started reading over, and I was like, "That's supposed to be a performance."
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think performance makes a lot more sense because like bards can use it and like play the lute or something in the middle of the fight,
Yeah.
which would, you know.
And specifically for that character, I was thinking about like, oh, he's doing a magic show, like making little fireworks or something.
Yeah, yeah, casting like dancing lights.
So we'll give this a little bit and check back and see how far downvoted I am into oblivion.
I mean, I don't
It
think
may go unnoticed.
I don't think it's gonna get as low as Devour Sins, or
One could only hope. So this is version 1.1 AB 324. In case anyone out there watching wants to check this out, there will not be another version. If this one's bad, it's just bad. That's all there is to it.
sorry.
We have to see its performance.
It's weird creating a feat because, I mean, obviously I've never used this in a game. I have no idea how this actually will work. It might be terrible. It might be OP. I have no idea. Sounds good.
But
A lot of stuff sounds good in your head, though.
but that's what we do here on Hillbilly Hobgoblins. We just do shit without any place testing whatsoever.
Big facts.
We just
I
fucking
will
jump
say
into
this.
it.
Play testing is for yuppies.
The Adept Gunslinger one would have been perfect when I was running that Gunslinger. I actually really liked it because I had to take a feat. Well, you allowed me to take a feat. That wasn't really for a Gunslinger just because they don't have many feats that they can use, really. I really liked that one.
Dude,
Prerequisite type.
It was the one that had
Just go
37 upvotes.
on a
My skill check.
on a like off note though, are you guys as stoked for Spelljammer as I am? Just just asking,
Oh,
just
yeah.
asking to ask because I haven't.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to have something about that as well.
Yeah. Oh, see, a little teaser for the next future episode, but Spelljammer is going to be real cool. I have
Definitely.
it pre-ordered. I'm so excited. I want to be a space hippo.
When is it dropping?
August 15th, I think.
Get on there and order that.
Dude, it looks so good. Spelljammer. If you don't know what anybody watching, if you don't know what Spelljammer is, it's D&D in space. It's crazy.
Let's see. My homebrew creations. It's there, dude.
Oh, can I search?
It's up. It's live.
It's live, boys. Private, never submitted. How do I submit it?
Well, I just
Share with the community. Published and approved.
I'm
did
refreshing.
it.
I'm looking for it. What'd you name it?
All eyes on me.
Okay.
Get in there and
Found it.
up or down vote that community, whatever you feel like, you know. It's not going to hurt my feelings either way. But I think that's probably going to be it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell when you want to know when we go live with new videos. We'll be having some live streams coming up, some real play kind of stuff. More videos like this. We're doing some more tutorial videos. That's going to be a big deal, and you don't want to miss out. So make sure to subscribe to the notifications so you know when we upload videos. Peace out.